Alrighty then, part 2 of my TV shows vlog, because I forgot to mention loads, and also I didn't mention any British ones, so let's talk about that for a minute. The ones I forgot to mention in the last video was, of course, Prison Break. How could I forget that? Brilliant series, especially the first sort of 2 series. They were, it's probably when it was at its best. Also, House. House is brilliant. Hugh Laurie plays an even better American than any American. You wouldn't think he'd be the same guy from Blackadder. Also, one I did enjoy a lot when it was on was Burn Notice. I think it was a little bit underrated, perhaps. I think it was on one of the Channel 5 channels, 5 USA or something like that. Yeah, I quite enjoyed that. I think it was 7 seasons long. That was good because it had some good funny bits in it. And it was quite a serious sort of thing about spies and stuff. But I don't know, the way it came across, it was almost comical. It's a bit of a strange one to explain. The lead role narrates some of it, like when he's building a makeshift booby trap or something like that. He sort of explains what he's doing or what he's using. It's like these are the sort of things you can use in a situation like this when you haven't got conventional methods and all that lot. Yeah, I quite enjoyed it. I think I'm surprised it didn't get cancelled actually, because it's one of them that could have really got the axe, especially because it was on around about the time of the writers' strike and things like that, and lots of TV shows were getting axed at some points, and it could have easily fell victim to one of them, but luckily they kept it going. Speaking of TV shows that got axed, how could I not mention the one series wonder that in fact it's probably a good thing it did get cancelled, because I think if it had carried on normally it wouldn't have been as special as what it is to everybody these days, and I'm talking about Firefly, of course. Brilliant show. Shame it only got how many episodes was it? 12 episodes, I think. A cult classic there, Firefly. On to the British ones then. Most of the British shows I like are comedies, because, well, us Brits, we know how to make people laugh. So, of course, I love Red Dwarf. Wasn't too keen on their Back to Earth one that they did quite recently, but I did think the latest series that they did, Series 10 was it? Or Series 9? I think it was actually a 9th season, but they called it Series 10. Because the Back to Earth ones were classed as Series 9 or something like that. Yeah, I thought the newer series wasn't as bad as it could have been. So yeah, Red Dwarf, Spaced, of course, brilliant sitcom, Simon Pegg, Nick Frost, and all the other people that are in it, very familiar faces in that. Brilliant stuff. I'm a huge fan of Rick Mayall and Ade Edmondson, all of their work, right from the early days of the Young Ones. I particularly like the Dangerous Brothers. That was a little thing they did on Saturday Live. And then Filthy Rich and Cat Flap, that was quite a good series. I think there was only 1 or 2 series of that they did. And of course Bottom. Particularly the live stage show versions of Bottom. Absolutely hilarious. And I did get the chance to go see them live on their last one, the Weapons Grade Y-Fronts tour. That was back in 2003, I think it was, or was it? Yeah, I think it was the back end 2003 or early 2004 when I went to see them at the De Montfort Hall in Leicester. And it was great to see them live in person, as it were. Because there's a bit in that where it involves a bit of time travel, and there's a bit where they do a scene where they rewind. Well, they sort of go back in time a few minutes and then fast forward. So all the little gags that they do and the visual violence, if you like, it's all they do it all again but faster. And in the original scene, there's a bit where Rick picks up the fire extinguisher off a wall to hit Eddie, and he accidentally drops it on stage, and they carry on, sort of thing. And when they come to doing the time travel bit and fast forwarding, he remembers to also drop the fire extinguisher in that as well. Absolutely brilliant. Thank you, sir. And your Mercedes. So yeah, big fan of Rick Mail. It's such a shame that he passed away last year. Very sad. Just trying to think what other British shows I should mention. There's bound to be some. There's bound to be some, and I'll end up doing a part 3 to this video. Come on, come on, come on. Look in your mirror, look in your mirror. That'll do. Well, I can't think of any more at the minute, so I'm going to, I think we'll end it there. And I think that concludes most of it. There's bound to be some I forgot, but hey ho, what can you do? Should have wrote them all down and put them on my tank bag or something. In fact, I wouldn't have been able to read it because I can't see that low down. Oh well, thanks for watching, and thanks for all the input on the previous video. There's a couple of TV shows there I'm going to check out actually, because well, a couple I haven't heard of, and by your recommendations, I'll give them a go, I think. So thanks for watching, ride safe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.
In the event of a zombie apocalypse, what modifications would you make to your bike to help protect yourself from flesh-eating zombies while out vlogging?
So yeah, 24, probably one of my favourites of all time.
If there's a zombie apocalypse,